I feel like the energy could be slowing down or feeling a little bit off for some of you guys. I feel like the universe is slowing you down for a reason. I'm getting here, you're already feeling like the feeling of maybe retrograde is what I'm getting here, collective. And we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what is going on here, because I feel like this is like maybe the energy. It's like pre-shadow phase, but then it's kind of far away yet. So we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what is going on here, you guys. So I feel like it's like there's multiple retrograde influences building in succession right now, okay? And I'm getting here even before Mercury retrograde fully begins, and I believe it's like mid-July, right? Um, Many people are already like feeling its influence, okay? I'm getting here along with overlapping retrograde energies from Saturn, Neptune, Pluto. So there, the sky is loud. I'm getting here, there is a lot of celestial shifts going on here that could be affecting the energy here in the collective. And that's what we're going to look at. Okay. So you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. You guys, Intuitively Awaken. You guys, please remember, this is a general message, a general update. Please remember to only use your discernment and always use your intuition. Let's go ahead and tap in here and see what is going on here, okay? Because when multiple outer planets are retrograding or in like even the shadow phases, life can definitely feel like it's simultaneously slowing, right? Depending on, I feel like, how you're processing it, okay? And also too, depending on your placement. So I challenge you guys definitely to go ahead and check your placements for you, your person, cross watchers as well, okay? This is not just like communication disruption, but it is a layered recalibration that's happening here. So I feel like we need to look at, the whole picture here. So you guys, there is a strong energy of transformation happening internally within the collective. That's what I'm picking up on here, okay? So with that, I feel like old versions of yourself, outdated emotional responses, and I'm getting here long-standing behavioral patterns are beginning to lose their stability, okay? So this does not like always appear or look like or even feel like a clean ending, okay? So a lot of things could be being disrupted right now, okay? Instead, it could actually maybe feel like emotional friction, okay? A little bit chaotic is what I'm getting here, or maybe a lot chaotic for some of you guys, okay? And I feel like something inside of you may be resisting change, even while another part of you already knows it's time to move forward differently with something. So that could actually show up in your relationships, it could show up in partnerships, work, things like that, So we want to look at, take it and flip it, switch the roles, you guys, however this is affecting your life, right? And what aspect, okay? I'm getting here, there is a deeper shedding process than usual, okay? Where identity itself begins to shift rather than just circumstances. You could find yourself drawn to someone more now. You could find yourself drawn to something different, different situations, different careers, different life paths right now, okay? That you weren't before. These shifts, right, that are happening. Or if there could be a gravitational pull towards you, okay? Yeah, so you guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the cards here and see, because with that shedding process, new energy is being ushered in, okay? Yeah, and this could be starting early, and I feel like it could definitely be tugging at, your energy, or at least your energetic force field, even the people around you, situations around you, okay? I'm getting here maybe needing to rest, feeling, tired, maybe drained, okay? because there is a shift happening here, okay? Yeah, so definitely make sure, you're drinking your water, staying hydrated, okay? Things like that. Yeah, so first card, death card showing up here, okay? So this card is definitely showing the energy of, I'm getting here, tension, maybe in communication, thought patterns, and external interactions. That could be triggering that because there is a transformation, right? People may feel more reactive, maybe more impatient, or mentally overloaded, right? With this energy, okay? So I'm getting here, conversations can actually escalate more easily. So be careful with that communication at this time, especially too, I'm getting, be careful with what you are internalizing, because the energy is kind of all over the place right now. So it's like, give that grace. Okay. That's what I'm getting here. All right. So people may feel, again, more reactive. I'm getting here, misunderstandings may occur. Right. So when we're talking about that Mercury energy regarding, you know, the communication, right? Yeah. So it's like, and maybe intentions aren't clear. I'm getting here, there is a sense that thoughts are moving faster than the clarity can keep up with, right? So please keep that in mind, you guys, at this time, okay? Now, with the Mercury, the retrograde, I'm getting here, and that I believe is like August, from like July to August, okay? I think it's the 18th to the 11th, but I'm getting here, there's a Leo Cancer shadow influence there, okay? So you guys keep that in mind as well, all right? And how that affects those signs, okay? It may be more amplified, okay? Now, what I'm getting here is that this reflects internal pressure being externalized now, kind of picking up on that energy, right? Getting that theme here in these messages, right? So unresolved stress, misalignment showing through interaction. Okay, so I'm getting here. This is the energy. Don't take it personal. Okay, yes. So, we also have Mars, the retrograde. Okay, and that's there's a pre-shadow buildup of that later in the year. Okay, yeah. So it's like something to do with the energy with that is more like the slowdown, frustration themes can echo early though from that, right? So I'm getting here, tension builds. This is like something with the energy here. I feel like you guys, it's like whomever is resonating with this intuitively awakened starseed, I feel like there could be like maybe conflict or something to do with communication and connections or things like that. I'm getting here, give it up to the universe, okay? Because there's a lot going on here, right? So, also too, I'm getting here confirmation. The next card, look at that. So the transformation is causing the chaos. We got the Five of Wands showing up here. So conflict, egos coming to the surface, right? Competition, rivalries, things like that, okay? Aggression, it's tension, okay? Over these transformations, because guess what? Endings do come during these times, right? We're talking about Saturn, things being torn down structurally, right? To be, I'm getting rebuilt, um, put back in order, better, okay? That's the positive tone here. So things could be falling apart, there could be an upheaval somewhere in your life, but this is things that are being put back in order, okay? And there is an element of responsibility and long-term recalibration. You see that? So that's what I'm getting there. Now, that could be happening also starting like in like around like mid-July, going into like November, okay? Towards the end of the year, right? So be ready for that as well, because again, I feel like there is a lot of energy that is amplifying relationships and how people are communicating with one another. Again, don't take it personal. That's what I'm getting here, you guys. Yeah, take the bitter with the sweet. That's what I'm getting here. I think that's a song. Something I just heard, easy come, easy go. I don't know who sings that, but y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? But, okay, so feelings may be heightened, okay? connections, work. I feel like don't react out of emotion, right? So definitely make sure you're staying grounded at this time, because this can trigger emotions that can also have like a domino effect, you guys, to where as it goes into something and you might be like, dang, I didn't mean to quit that job. I didn't mean to cuss the boss out. I didn't mean to cut this person off, or, self-sabotage a connection, all of this energy, right? So be cognizant of that, right? And how it affects you, and especially what your placements are, okay? There's a lot of illusions, okay? So I'm getting here with the Neptune, there's a Neptune retrograde as well, right? So with that Neptune, that's happening again. We're talking about all of this is like starting to happen like mid summer, okay? And I just heard a dream. That Neptune, Midsummer Night's Dream. What is that about? Okay. But I'm getting here the illusions, clearing those out, right? So suddenly seeing things for what they truly are, unable to unsee what you've already seen type of energy, right? So it's like things are going to get real here, right? No more going along to get along. I'm getting here spiritual and mental fog, emotional sensitivity. All of these things are going to start to clear out. Okay. Yes. So I'm getting here. This could cause those heightened feelings, right? I'm getting here not fully understandable reactions from people. I feel like you may also sense something is off without being able to define it, right? So the intuition, the spidey senses kicking in, right? That's what I'm getting here. Wow. So it's almost like emotional memory, subconscious fear patterns, intuitive impressions may surface in waves rather than logic based clarity, right? So this is why it's so important to maintain your practices and things like that, and doing your chakra work and things like that, right? Because there's going to be illusions and then things clearing out as well, okay? So you guys, I'm getting here, this does create a reality where perception is real, but perception is unstable, right? So yeah, moon card, there we go, next card. So I'm getting here in response to it's like all of this uncertainty, there may be impulsive thinking or mental urgency. Let me take a sip of my coffee, you guys. Y'all, the allergies is getting me, okay? So please excuse my voice if it sounds a little hoarse here, okay? Yeah, a little scratchy there. Okay, but I'm getting here. Make sure you stay hydrated. I keep saying that, right? I feel like, with allergy season and things like that, definitely, make sure you're doing what you need to do. Maybe some homeopathic remedies or something like that to help with that, okay? Yeah, because being out in nature, it's the season, right? Spring is in the air, all right? So, but I'm getting here, you guys, something to do with a desire to fix or decide or move quickly can arise when clarity feels missing, right? So it's like when you don't have clarity and you're just like moving in the dark, it's like, okay, now all of a sudden you feel like you need to control the situation. And sometimes when you can't get clarity, it's like, I just got to go then, because I don't know what the hell is going on here. Avoid leaning into that, okay? However, acting, from urgency during this period, I'm getting here, you guys, this can definitely lead to misalignment and maybe regrets and things like that, especially in connections, right? Because there could be a lot of misunderstanding from a romantic standpoint, right? So this may appear like somebody is hiding something, right, with that moon energy, but they're truly not, right? It's really not being able to maybe understand the other person at this time. And it may appear or show up as illusions or hidden, but I'm getting confusion, uncertainty, right? Which is creating uncertainty, which could create the reaction, right? So again, I'm getting here, be careful with that as well during this time, right? So I'm getting here, not all information is fully available yet. Please keep that in mind. okay, during this time. Is yeah, because this is the energy that we're going into. And again, the universe could be slowing you down now for a reason, because you're already feeling it, and that's meaning that you are, this is could hit you really hard, or your person, please take it how it resonates, or the energetic force field around you, okay? Especially make sure that you're checking for these placements, right? In your charts, okay? I keep saying that, and your person, because it's going to make a lot of sense, I feel like, for a lot of you guys. Now, I'm getting here, this energy does often teach patience through contrast, okay? So, you guys, showing what happens when I'm getting here, the reaction precedes the understanding. So, those knee jerk reactions, be careful with that during this time, okay? Yes. So, next card. See, this is Knight of Swords, all right? And we all know the Knight of Swords is assertive, but also impatient, wanting order. So those signs that have like those ruling planets, right? Like Saturn and Uranus, that's tapping into that Aquarian energy, you guys. So there's a need for order, there's a need for fairness. And, I'm getting here, this with the swords, because that's an air sign as well. Okay. But I'm getting here something to do with, it's avoiding this, right? Because this is showing assertive, impatient, direct, daring, ambitious. All of these energies can show up at this time. Wow. Because that can put you like in your head, like what is going on, the feeling of losing control, and that can lead into abandonment, abandoning a person, a situation, whatever. Be careful with that, you guys. Okay, I'm getting here, it's like beneath everything there is like this, maybe a quiet withdrawal happening, a natural pull inward, right? With these planetary alignments, these celestial bodies, right? So I'm getting here a need for maybe solitude, mental and emotional space. This is not avoidance, but it actually is recalibration. So that's the energy. Instead of like rushing away, I'm getting lean into that, right? Yes. So the system is asking for stillness so that the clarity can return without distortion, right? So making during this time with all a bunch of confusion, I'm getting here, it could cause you to make, with that Uranus energy, that rash, rapid decision, right? Rapid changes, okay? But I'm getting here, don't lean into that energy, okay? It's more about that slowdown, right? And allowing this to pass, okay? Type of energy, okay? So, next card, you guys, I'm getting, look at this. There's a hermit. Mm-hmm. So there's the energy of self-reflection, introspection. So instead of this rushing in, this is the energy I'm getting, right? Solitude, right? That's the confirmation right there for that, for you guys. So again, if the energy feels off, I'm getting here, or you feel like the universe is slowing you down, right? I'm getting here, it's like this reading is it reflects layers of a slowdown, right? Caused by overlapping like retrogrades and shadow energies. Okay, even with that Pluto energy, right? This is causing, there's a retrograde there, and it's like it's causing this deep transformation, causing that shadow work. Power dynamics are shifting, things are being dismantled. If you look at even the political climate, and this is not one of those readings, but things being dismantled, but that could also mirror or reflect that energy in your own personal life, right? Things being dismantled, things becoming more clear, also too, new shifts, new people, right? Retrograde, people returning from the past, old feelings returning, right? You entertaining old opportunities that maybe you had left, old projects, things like that, right? All of this is playing a part, you guys. Okay, and it's causing, I'm getting here, a shift in your landscape, or it will, past, present, future, intuitively awakened star seed. So you guys, the overall, again, energy here I'm getting here, we got the Mercury retrograde, so that's affecting the communication, timing, mental clarity. We got the Saturn retrograde, that's affecting the structure, the responsibility, and life directions, right? We also have the Neptune retrograde. You see what's happening here? Okay, so that's the deep transformation, subconscious release, right? Which is affecting the conscious in your reality. All right. And then we have the Pluto retrograde. So deep transformation. Again, there. Okay. So, you guys, together, these influences are definitely creating a collective experience for the collective, you guys. I feel like this is for someone, you guys, intuitively awakened starseed. So definitely, hopefully this is resonating with someone. I was guided to kind of put this energy out here for you guys, give you this message. Please like and, hype this and share it with someone. Again, if it's not for you, maybe it's for someone else. Okay, but I'm getting here delays that feel meaningful. Okay, I'm getting here emotional intensity without a clear cause. I'm getting the energy of revisiting old patterns or decisions. Okay, this is the influence, right? And I'm getting here a strong need for reflection before action. I can't stress that enough, you guys. Yeah. So what I'm getting here is that this is not a breakdown of progress, but it is actually a restructuring of your perception, and perception is reality. So it's going to shift that again. You guys, what feels like it's slowing down is actually alignment. Now, I need to put a caveat in there as well, because that's very, like, it's paramount, and it's an interesting analogy to the actual retrograde in itself, because that is an actual illusion, right, in itself. But it still does cause the same effect. But it's like it's something that is spinning so fast and it's out of control, and it needs order, right? This is what the retrograde is. So once it's spinning so fast, then it has the illusion that it starts spinning backwards. Okay, so now it's like that's the things that are now, it's like it's spinning out of control, and it's creating all of these illusions, and now it's time for that recalibration and to reset. Okay, so that's what this period is representing. But it could definitely feel like, I'm getting here, you're feeling the effects, right? You're already feeling the retrograde effects. That's what I'm getting here, you guys. And I'm getting here, the universe is not blocking movement. It's actually removing the noise. Okay. You can feel like you're in a void. That's not the case. That's an illusion. A lot of illusions going on here, right? But I'm getting here, this is so you can see what is actually real before you continue forward, you guys. Okay. So, y'all, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this message here. Hopefully, this resonates with someone. As always, you guys, please make sure that you like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hype the video. And I will see you guys for your next message. Until next time, guys, take care. Love ya. Bye.